Mother of Gloria, what's going on, folks? As per usual, welcome back to more esports talk. My name is Jake. What's your name? That is super cool. What's even cooler out there is these organizations in esports keep on spending like gigantic amounts of money, and if you guys enjoy me talking about it, I'm going to keep on doing so because Team Liquid is now an org set to break some records, not only in the LCS, but potentially in all of esports out there with the amount of money they are going to be spending on their upcoming LCS roster. It was actually first brought to light by a guy like Jacob Wolf. They could be acquiring maybe Alfari for a contract surpassing $1+ million per year. Now, obviously, Alfari would be replacing Impact, who previously was one of the highest paid players in the LCS, if not the solely highest paid player. So you replace one top tier contract with another, but still, it's a lot of money being spent. Even most recently, though, it's actually Travis Gafford, if you guys want to check him out, bringing in some news that Liquid is not done there. It's actually set to re-sign Jensen on a 3-year contract for a whopping, an incredible $4.2 million for playing video games. Like, I don't need a lot of coffee to know that is just crazy.
Well, I won't keep you waiting much longer. I will just tell you that sources have informed me that Jensen has reached an agreement with Team Liquid to extend his contract for 3 more years with the organization. And while things have not been officially signed yet, they're expected to be signed in the very near future. And of course, this number, which I'm sure some of you guys are really curious about, because again, he's a very valuable player in a post-Bjergsen world especially, is 4.2 million over 3 years is what the contract is valued at. Now that's the highest I think I've heard so far. Maybe somebody can correct me if there is another number, but that would be spread out again over those 3 years of his contract at Team Liquid.
And when you really think about it, Bjerg is now gone and retired for now. So, of course, Jensen is the undisputed #1. So he's going to fetch that top dollar. And Liquid apparently are backed enough and strapped enough to offer that kind of record-breaking deal. Again, back to Jacob Wolf. This was brought to us by Travis, but Jacob did state and clarify this would be and should be a record breaker for LCS contracts of all time. And likely, you know, one of the highest contracts in all time of all esports out there, which is ridiculous to say, especially when you speculate the future full roster for Team Liquid, which could be record-breaking in itself for the most expensive roster of all time in esports, not just pertaining to League of Legends. The amount of money these guys are willing to put down is incredible. I'm sure it makes a lot of sense for a team like Liquid who wants to be the best and they want to retain a spot at the top and keep on making worlds. Hey, they do them. I can't judge them for that. I can say, though, yo, that's a whopping sum of money compared to other top organizations in different esports making similar moves. This is Liquid, you know, at least in my eyes, making a gigantic step after Cloud9 did the same exact thing for CSGO. They have long struggled making tons of roster changes to their Counter-Strike roster, and just this past month, under the reins of Henry G, they have now released all of those contract and salary amounts, putting up front, if everything goes to plan, over the next 3 years, $6 million across their 5-man team for CSGO. Liquid saw that and they're like, yo, we want to spend that, but like on 1.5 of our league players. So like, let's do that instead. I mean, the amount of money Henry's actually asked me to reveal my contract, which is not going to happen. Okay. I promise you guys, you would be surprised, and probably not in a good way. Or would it be in a good way? Either way, at the end of the day, when you also think about who benefits the most from both of these gigantic transactions, it might be an organization in Astralis who could be getting rid of Alfari for that record-breaking amount. I'm sure that comes with a decent buyout if he was still under contract. You also think about Cloud9 to finish off their Counter-Strike roster. They got S-Tag, who is also under Astralis reigns, and that buyout amount was a good chunk of money as well. So Astralis, you know, raising some good talent over there and making a good payday. Can they continue to actually, you know, make some good rosters out of it? We will see what they do. In case you guys missed it, Astralis has now rebranded all of their rosters. They had a FIFA roster. Of course, they're known for Counter-Strike, and their League of Legends LEC team was known as Origin. They have now rebranded everything to be known as Astralis. But hey, they're making some decent paydays. And who is giving out those paydays? That's Cloud9 and especially Team Liquid, breaking records out there. And if it does hold to be true, what could be one of the biggest rosters in esports history going to Jensen, a whopping 3-year deal for 4.2 million buckaroos. What do you guys think about this? Until next time, as per usual, drink the wah, drink the call. I'll catch you guys back here sometime soon. Take care of yourselves.